is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
Good afternoon. A few things we want to discuss as we start here, because I had someone say rename the channel because this is not Wyckoff. I have mentioned this numerous times. Obviously, that person was not aware, because for me to talk about Wyckoff brought volume analysis into chart analysis. If people are not aware, cryptos are trading on numerous exchanges. We're bringing in data currently from 39 different ones. So for me to bring up a chart, let's say XVG, this is Wyckoff. So if the gentleman saw this video, he doesn't know what Wyckoff is. So this is Wyckoff markings on here. But again, you need to understand, this is Verge Bittrex. So if I say that volume came in heavy here, and that's why it's a jump across the creek, and then someone calls me out saying, well, Verge trades on, currently, I've got 7 exchanges that I know of that trades actively. So if they say, well, in the 7 exchanges, you add them together, volume was not higher on that rally, then why would you call it a jump across the creek? My reply to that would be, well, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. So I'm not going to be giving advice on Wyckoff if I don't have correct volume figures for cryptos. When you see me doing updates on stocks, etc., there's not Elliott Wave, there is Wyckoff. But I've told this community that I'm going to provide some value. I am a proponent of Elliott Wave theory. I have used it as confirming indications or the objectives of a move on the backside of my Wyckoff. But Wyckoff is 95% of what I do. But I'm trying to add value, and if anybody's watched these videos, they would know that I've been on fire on these last few weeks of videos here, really strictly with Elliott Wave and a little bit from our charting software, which again is 39 exchanges. I'm doing the best to make all the problems go away and get everything working correctly. As you can see here also, we have an OP force and technometer. Those are proprietary indicators to the Wyckoff Institute that, again, I own. I own the original Richard Wyckoff Institute, started in 1931. So please don't say I don't know Wyckoff. The problem is a lot of people are not aware of the OP force and tech, because some students had taken the Wyckoff course, and then since this is proprietary indicators, they go out and they kind of make their own, or they use RSIs or different things. So, and that's fine, but they're not using these proprietary indicators that you're only going to find here. So OP force and tech, you're not going to find anywhere else. You're not going to find it for free on the internet, etc. So you can see here that the OP's been moving steadily higher. The force just turned up in the last 3 days, so it's starting to show a little bit of an uptrend here started. The technometer is at 44, which is neutral. If this was a little bit more oversold towards 38, I'd be much more bullish here. But with the OP trending higher, it's going to be hard to get the technometer extremely oversold because there's no selling volume coming in on Bitcoin. So again, as my indicators bring in the volume, where I can really say volume is doing this or volume is doing that, and being sure that I'm correct, it's hard for me to do too much Wyckoff. But I do bring Wyckoff in here to Verge, as subscribers know. We have Wyckoff here. So this is not Elliott Wave, this is Wyckoff. So if you don't know that, please do a little bit of free studying at wyckoffsmi.com, or buy some $25 books off Amazon. Learn a little bit about Wyckoff on your own then, if you don't want to pay the Institute to help you. So, and we gave this jumping back up on Zen down here at 24. And actually my co-host, Hitman Hellman, gave an interview down here at 14 and said you want to be probably looking at this coin. So just wanted to go over that real quick. So let's go back. Bitcoin. I mentioned on last night's update, I've kind of changed an Elliott Wave account, and I've done this because of 5-minute on-balance volume is showing that there is, to me, this looks like a triangle more forming. So the blue count would show a triangle for B, and then the rally to 12.5 that I've been looking for. And even possibly higher than that. We know consensus is starting in 4 days. Supposedly that could provide some upside. Otherwise, if we fall apart here, then I'm going to say the light blue count is what we're going to be looking at. And that would come down to support probably at the 84, somewhere down in there, which would then be the B wave, and then we have a C wave rally. So those are the two Elliott Wave counts I'm going with. Again, I've done Elliott Wave since 1980. I'm pretty knowledgeable in it. And as you can see in my last, whatever it's been, 12 videos, I've been spot on. So if you get in the right count and get it figured out, it can help you tremendously. And again, I use it more as a confirming indicator for my Wyckoff, but I've got to have the volume. So here in front of us again is Bittrex for Bitcoin. But I'm not sure, I've never really looked at it because I know Bittrex is not, this isn't 99% of Bitcoin's volume. So it's hard to say that volume is falling off, etc., if I don't have more consolidated volume. Mike Fahir did do an indicator for us, a trading view that brings in, I believe it's 6 exchanges. So that is more helpful. And that's helped me call this more of a triangle. But, we've got to use what we've got here, try to make the best of it until it's easier to bring in volume from a lot of these exchanges. And that's why I've spent the money on the software, so I can bring in volume analysis and be comfortable that I'm correct in what I'm showing to subscribers and clients. So here is Bitcoin Cash, still holding in well. So I've been saying that still to me looks higher. Volume has been good. Price action has been good. You could say we had a little jump across the creek here and have backed up to it on a little bit lower volume. So that one's fine. Dash could be spring in an uptrend. So again, a gentleman that said we don't talk about Wyckoff. Springs or Wyckoff, Wyckoff is the one that brought those in. Buy springs and uptrends. We talk about that consistently. Classic 2086. Just fell off here actually in the last little bit. Coin has acted well. We are at a level I wish it would dig in here and hold. But once again, volume was good on the rallies and falling off some of the declines here. Ethereum just had a rally, about 767 or so. This coin's acting very well. I mentioned that it's acting well. I still thought we'd see something up here, 780, 800 before we might try the downside. And if the Bitcoin triangle is in effect, then Ethereum is probably going to lead the rally. So we might not even have a pullback. We might have a good rally first. And that's why I keep saying surprises to the upside, because I still think surprises are to the upside. So you want to be real careful trying to trade short term right here, I think. There's times to try to trade it and there's times to not. I don't think you want to trade much here. Here is Litecoin 153, just fell from about 162. A little bit of selling coming in. Bitcoin just traded 91.80, so a little bit of weakness here. We've had a lot of sideways for numerous hours. Litecoin could fall, I think, down to the 140 level again. Scare everyone out before we start a rally. Still to 220 is what I think. NEO still showing some weakness. We've mentioned that. Still, I think, a great intermediate to long-term coin. So I'd be a buyer on weakness. OMG, same thing here, 1563. These few charts here are some of the coins have been a little bit weaker. And same with Ripple, 78 cents. Let's go over a few more of the altcoins. ADA has been a strong one, still holding in pretty well. Volume is falling off here on this decline, so I think we'll start a less accelerated uptrend somewhere down here shortly. We've got EOS still in a triangle. That would be coming to an apex for Wyckoff. I think he called it more of an apex or springboard more than it was a triangle. We've got XLM USD down 2.5%. Had a nice rally, deserving a rest here, which I think that's what this is. XVG USD got up to about 78, now trading at 72. I'd like for it to hold in this level of 70. to make that backup look good. Zen USD, mentioned maybe trying to spring previous support. I think this is reaccumulation. We do have much higher objectives on the point and figure charts. So we think this is one you can purchase on weakness. ZRX buck 93 runs to like 204, continuing to accelerate the uptrend. That one looks like something's going on behind the scenes. We all know what that might be. TRX USD, big rally, nice orderly pullback on lower volume. That one I would have to think looks higher. We've got BQX we mentioned, big run up, looks more like a pump, and then a pretty big pullback. But net, it still looks good, I believe. ONT, same thing, holding at higher levels, look like a pork blaster, possibly forming still up here right now. So if Bitcoin firms up here, this is one that could work higher again. ZIL BTC up 2%, still rallying and holding gains, so that one's unbelievable. And last but not least, let's throw up the POA BTC. We talked about that one, taking out the resistance, which has jumped, and then pulling back on a little bit lower volume. So I think this one is still good. So that's all for now. We'll be live in 6 hours tonight. Learn Crypto, Wyckoff SMI with Hitman Hellman on YouTube. Thank you. LearnCrypto.io is the pathway to your understanding of cryptocurrencies. At our website, you can learn about the grandfather of technical analysis, Richard D. Wyckoff, purchase our Cryptocurrencies and Wyckoff trading course, and read our daily updated blog. You can also find the link to our YouTube channel, where you will get technical analysis and fundamental research about cryptocurrencies on the daily. If you are too busy with family, retirement, work, or all of the above, then just click on our Crypto PCG link and allow us to manage your cryptocurrency portfolio for you. You give us trading APIs so we can enter orders and manage your portfolio, but cannot withdraw or transfer any of your coins or funds. We manage clients' portfolios for a respectable 3% annual fee, which is billed in 1/4 quarterly installments. Don't hesitate. Contact us today, because with these 24-hour, 7-day-a-week crypto markets, it helps to have a professional as a part of your team.